So I think the reveal for the next NetherRealm Studios fighting game is right around the corner. And by right around the corner, I mean next month, right around the corner. Now, why am I saying that? What information do I have to back this up? Actually, quite a bit, and that is just mainly from history. Do remember that this is a speculation video, and I really don't have like any leaks or grounded in reality information to actually 100% back this up and confirm this. This is speculation off of the consistency that we've seen from the reveal dates from previous NetherRealm Studios fighting game titles. So do remember that. This isn't a leak or anything else. That I didn't get this information from an insider. This is me looking at the dates and putting a pretty good time slot on when we could see this reveal. Before we get entirely into it, I do need to mention a very important thing. Most of you gamers out there are gonna know exactly what this is, but for some of the uninitiated into the gaming world, maybe you're new, maybe you're young, an event this year called E3 2021, it's happening in June, around the middle of June. So that's basically where a lot of this is coming from, because there has been some news and speculation that we would see the next big NetherRealm Studios fighting game reveal at E3 2021. With that being said, now we can jump into the actual information. So the first thing I want to do is take you all the way back to June 2010. E3 June 2010, and the Mortal Kombat 9 official debut trailer. This came out at E3, of course, as I said, and as you see in the picture, it happened June 10th. So that's pretty good, but you're probably saying, well, that was 11 years ago. That doesn't mean anything now. Well, that's where we move to Injustice Gods Among Us, May 31st, 2012. Now, this actually did not happen at E3, but it happened 3 or 4 days before E3. I think E3 2012 actually, or 2012, not 2012, what the hell? 2012 happened around June 2nd that year. So we probably got like a gameplay trailer or like an extended trailer for Injustice Gods Among Us there. But, you know, that's in and around the same time span, so that's pretty good. But you're probably thinking, well, that can't continue, right? Well, then we move to MKX, which again, it wasn't announced. The trailer wasn't announced or revealed at E3, but it did happen June 2nd, 2014. And E3 happened about 2 weeks later, around the same time it's actually happening this year. And they did drop a gameplay trailer for Mortal Kombat X at that E3, along with an extended trailer for the announcement trailer, I believe. So I'm batting pretty good right now, but we're not done yet. Then we move to Injustice 2's announced trailer, June 8th, 2016. Now again, this is one that doesn't fall on the actual E3 date. Again, I think this one happened like literally 2 or 3 days before E3 actually happened. I don't know if we actually got any gameplay at E3 for this. We might have gotten an extended trailer. I'm pretty sure it was shown off at E3. It more than likely was. I know we did get gameplay the same month for Injustice 2. I just cannot remember if it was actually like at E3 or not. But, you know, all of these games, all the way back to MK9, have been revealed in or around E3, all in June, and one only missed June by 1 day, and that was Injustice 1. Now, you could, of course, rebuttal with, well, what about MK11? Well, MK11 was revealed December 6, 2018 at the Game Awards, and that kind of does break the chain of June or right before June announcements for, you know, NetherRealm Studios. But if you look at the time span of everything that's actually going on right now when it comes to NetherRealm Studios, I think the most solid information we have to go on is pre-MK11, the past of what, 4 games before MK11. I think that's the best history we have to go on, because if you look at it right now, MK11 is in a complete state of being dead. I don't think there's any resurrecting this game at this point, and I think that is the point. The last combat pack, the last anything that happened for MK11 actually happened on November 17th. I'm pretty sure that's when the combat pack was released, and since then there have been no news or no updates for MK11, and it's been 7 months at this point. And if you also look, I don't actually have these dates written down, so I can't give you solid information on this, but there is a dead zone in between each NetherRealm Studios fighting game before this as well. From Injustice 1 to MKX, from MKX to Injustice 2, from Injustice 2 to MK11. There's always a dead zone. I don't actually know if it's been 7 months of a dead zone in between those games, but there has been a pretty decently sized dead zone. And like I said, E3 is coming up very, very soon. We're right around the corner. June is next month, and this game has been dead for 7 months at this point. If I was a betting man, I'd probably bet my left ass cheek on getting the reveal for the newest NetherRealm Studios fighting game next month. Now, am I going to place my house on it? No. My left ass cheek? I mean, why not? I'll put a pillow down there or some shit, right? I mean, but still, the dates, the information does really line up. And along with that, for the uninitiated who have been hiding under a rock, if you do like fighting games, for the past 2 weeks or so, there was the Daniel Richtman leak about the Marvel fighting game being in production at NetherRealm Studios. Now, do I think it's going to be the Marvel fighting game already? Well, I'm not entirely sure. That information was very, very, boots on the ground, like we didn't get a whole lot of that. We don't even know how far into production the game actually is. So I think it's a 50-50 chance of getting the reveal for the Marvel game when the reveal for the next NetherRealm Studios fighting game comes. We don't know if that production on that game just started or if it's at the end and that's why it got leaked. They're gearing up for the reveal and they're getting that hype behind it. Because sometimes there is a thing called purposeful leaks. It builds hype around a topic, it gets people talking about it, so more people who are a fan of that certain thing are watching the events that it could be revealed at, so it builds that hype around it. That could be what they're doing. Daniel Richtman is a very known and notable insider who does give us some good leaks sometimes, so maybe that's what they're doing here, but I still think it's a 50-50 chance of seeing the Marvel game or Injustice 3, which honestly, either I'm fine with at this point, so long as we eventually get the Marvel game. But that's kind of what we know so far. We don't really have any crazy ass leaks to go off of, and even if we did, I don't think I would. The only reason I'm talking about the Daniel Richtman one is because it's Daniel Richtman. He's not only leaked very big information about, big games that have came out over the years, but he's done it with big movies and TV shows. So, I'm not gonna, again, bet my house on it, but maybe my left ass cheek, I don't really know. Daniel Richtman is very notable, so that's why I've been going off a lot of what he says. But I want you guys to let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget, E3 is not the only event happening. There's also GDC 2021, the second part of GDC, that's happening in July. And then there's also Summer Games Fest hosted by Jeff Keighley that's happening. Well, we don't have a date, it's just happening in summer, so really all we can do is sit back and wait and see, but I do think the reveal is very close. I don't see them leaving that open hole, that gaping hole in, people playing their games for an extended period of time, especially when they've been a very consistent company releasing new games on a every other year basis and only stopping that at MK11. I think MK11's dead. I just don't think they're going to leave that hole there for that long. I think we'll get a new reveal soon. But again, I want you guys to let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. Do you think I'm blowing smoke? Do you think it's all a coinky dink? Or do you think it is, very plausible? Me, again, I'm not a betting man, but if I was, I'd probably bet a hefty amount on this, so we'll see in June. It's very close. I'll be streaming E3 live if you guys are interested in that. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn those notifications on, and if you did like this video, make sure to like the video for more content like this. And also, I worked really hard on 2 Resident Evil videos, Resident Evil Village videos over the past few days, so link in the description down below to those if you guys don't care to check those out if you have time. But that's going to do it for me. I really appreciate everybody watching the video. Thank you so much. My name is Tootin. I've been your host, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.